I want to pick Utah to win the Big 12 so bad, and I know they weren't good at all last season, but I just felt like they were a few pieces away, one of them being a competent quarterback, which they went and got. In the early middle of the season, it still felt like Utah was a good team. Their defense was hanging with everybody. It was actually one of the best, but their offense just kept hanging them out to dry over and over and over again. I feel like they've got the dudes on the offensive line. They brought in a running back to replace their old one. They brought in Devin Dampier, who is a dynamic athlete. I think they've got the wide receivers. They've always got the tight ends. Everybody wants to act like Kyle Whittingham is suddenly washed. I don't think you go from coach of the year to washed in a year or two. I think it's much more likely that they just missed on quarterback. They didn't have a quarterback for 2 years. As for bold predictions for the 2025 college football season, and Ty here says Utah has a redemption season, wins the Big 12, and wins a playoff game, and you're going to have a hard time getting an argument out of me. I'm really high on Devin Dampier. I think he's a freak athlete. I think he has all the potential in the world, and normally I would be worried about a transfer quarterback, but they brought his offensive coordinator with them, so there's not going to be any type of learning curve. If you look at their Big 12 schedule, I mean, is there anybody in the Big 12 who really comes off to you as like unbeatable? They've got Texas Tech, West Virginia, Arizona State, BYU, Colorado, Cincinnati, Baylor, Kansas State, and Kansas. I'll say they didn't get a great draw. They do play the entire top of the Big 12 in terms of odds to win the conference, but there's no reason they can't run through it if the offense clicks early. So what I'm telling you is I don't think this take is that bold. I would give you a 6 probably for just Utah winning the Big 12, but I'm going to bump it up to a 7.5 because they got to win a playoff game to hit.